I have designed a brand new product called the Wallet Holster. This allows quick and easy access to your wallet, and you will absolutely not waste
Wargaming's time ever again. Buy now, 555 get milked. Well, yes guys, seems like we gotta have it. You gotta have Wallet Holster, I'm gonna have Wallet Holster if we want to have as much fun in this game as everyone else who has it already. Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another video talking about update 1.20.1, the update that can destroy World of Tanks. I have actually made one episode about this update already, showing you the crew system, talking about the ridiculous things they're doing over there with the retraining, intuition skills, and all those things. Like, it's actually madness, guys. It is honestly madness. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But why I'm saying this is, after I made this, I have watched your feedback about that. By the way, this shot was actually very lucky into TS-54, which we are going to cover in today's video, because it is not that easy to penetrate this tank actually. But yeah, I was looking at the feedback under that video, and I have watched other CC videos as well, looking at that feedback, scanning the forums, hearing the feedback on the live streams, and there are not too many players who actually are looking forward to all of this. Of course, there is the huge part of the player base who does not watch any videos, who does not watch any streams, who doesn't read any articles, who just plays the game and just buys the stuff, no matter what. This is actually... what the hell? 703 randomly casual drive-by into my side. That was even luckier. That was actually even luckier shot. Just snapshot into my side. But so many players who simply do not care what is coming, they just take everything that is coming and how it is coming. And I guess just buy stuff nevertheless, just spend money nevertheless, right? And those are the favorite customers to World of Tanks. And I guess they are never going to speak with their wallet, right? Because this is seems like this is the only feedback Wargaming is listening. Now, so far, we have not had the second test server iteration. They still have time to actually tune those things, to actually fix those things. But knowing how often or how rarely actually they like to change the test server stuff, if it is already on the public test server, it is worrying, a bit worrying, right? Now, I have covered the crew system, and today my main focus is actually going to be on this tank, TS-54, the new Tier 8 Premium heavy tank, American heavy tank, the first, you know, high-tier double-barreled American heavy tank with the 280 Alpha and all those things, all those memes. And you're only able to get this tank with WoT Plus subscription. So TS-54 takes owning a tank in this game to a completely new level. Because if we think about that, technically speaking, guys, you do not own any tanks yourself. Even if you have spent money, even if you spend thousands of euros, dollars, yenis on loot boxes, on premium tanks, you don't own them. You can say that, yes, I have those on my account, yada yada yada, I'm able to play with them. You can say you own them, but technically you are still renting them. Because if one day World of Tanks, you know, someone's going to pull the plug from World of Tanks and the game is no longer there, well, you are not going to get anything back, right? You don't own anything. It is gone. Boof. Thin air. But this tank takes owning a vehicle in this game to a completely new level, to a completely different new level, because the only way how to get TS-54 is you have to have WoT Plus subscription. And if you have that subscription, you are able to play with this tank. You get the rental TS-54 to your account for the duration of the WoT Plus account. So let's say you buy this for 1 month for roughly $9. This should be the price of the WoT Plus account, at least this is what I've heard. And you're able to play it for 1 month, but if you run out of it, you do not have this vehicle anymore. So you're able to make credits, you're able to play with this, yada yada yada, during that time only. But this is not the biggest problem with WoT Plus account, in my opinion. Now, it also comes with the gold reserve, right? you know, just to give some extra value back for your money spent, you are able to get 500 gold per week, which is roughly 100 battles. Depends how much you play. You know, you can complete it in either 5 days or 7 days. You know, if you play for 7 days, roughly 2 hours per day you need to play, or in a couple of days. Depends, you know, how hardcore of a gamer you are. You're able to get up to 500 gold into your gold reserve per week, and up to 2,000 gold per month for $8, right? You're also able to exclude extra map, which is just straight out OP. When you are marking some vehicles, you are able to block city maps and, you know, very bad maps, or if you have very many maps which you do not know how to play or just hate playing on, you're able to exclude more maps, once again, straight out OP, for simply specific scenarios as well. But the biggest problem is the free equipment demounting and the bond equipment. Because what many players maybe even do not think about, or what Wargaming seems like doesn't think about or does not care about, is new players' experience, guys. There are going to be, I bet you, there are going to be so many players who are going to put bond equipment on lower tier tanks. Who are going to put bond equipment on their E25, for example. Or on Leffe. I don't know, can you put bond equipment on Leffe? I believe you can, right? Lower tier tanks, like as low tank as well. Like, imagine Leffe with bond equipment, guys, right? It's already, like, absolutely stupid game breaking and awesome fun for a new player's experience. But now, there is a new player coming into the game, grinding stock tier 5 tank, facing sweaty, stat padding player with bond equipment. New players experience, the best. If I would have that type of experience, you know, getting direct left, right, center, I don't know how long I would be playing this game still. Does Wargaming think about that? Has they ever thought about that? I really doubt, guys. Because it's coming in. And then you have the intensive crew regimen, which allows you to train your crew members while you are sleeping. You're able to select one vehicle, which is completely unnecessary as well. Once again, giving just, you know, straight out advantage that should be available for everyone, if it ever comes into the game, I would say. And also the exclusive rental vehicle. And the first tank is this unique TS-54, as they said. And it is like, I was playing it out on the death server, and the only way, by the way, to test out tier 8s on the death server is if I asked help from the stream and people queued up, viewers queued up with the other tier 8s as well. And we actually got, you know, I just said, let's play normal game, let's try to win, fight for the win, and we had so many awesome games, actually. We got so many awesome games together. Everybody played as they would normally play, just to test out vehicles. You know, some viewers were able to test out TS-54 as well on the death server, and just messing around, but you know, still trying to play for the win and trying to play as good as possible. And I can say that this tank actually felt pretty damn strong. Like the armor, oh boy, when you are getting this thing hull down, it is quite ruthless. Let me show you after killing Temporask. Boom! Just like this. After killing this guy, let me show you the armor profile, guys. So this is TS-54 on the flat ground. When it is, you know, just driving on the flat ground, you can see that, you know, easy. You can penetrate the lower plate with 170, but the upper plate already is pretty damn strong. Many tier 8 standard rounds, for example, are not going through that. It has a couple weak spots, as you can see. Commander hatch, whoo, the tiniest commander hatch ever, and also the driver hatch. I think this is the driver's hatch, right? That can be penetrated, and this is what that TS5 penetrated, actually, the first try from that range. With TS5, it is not that easy, right? But can you see the turret? The turret is pretty freaking strong. So once again, hull down, it actually has -8 degrees of gun depression, so you're able to depress your gun quite nicely, as you can see right over here. And hull down, this is the only thing you have left to penetrate. Because when I was testing out this vehicle, there were some hull down maps, hull down positions where I was able to use, and almost nothing was able to penetrate me. Look at that. Auto ricochet, right? Even with APCR, like 252 millimeters of penetration. Oh, you need 1000 over here, for example. And it comes with 280 alpha damage, which is quite a bit lower than on the 703 version 2, right? Quite a bit lower than that. But it's more consistent damage output because 7.67 second reload time. It can fire double shot as well, as you saw. The first basically shot I took in the game was the double shot as well into the lower plate of another TS-54. So to deal 560 damage with that is pretty damn nice. And you're not locked away that long or for that long time. It is 2 second lock time, 2 second charge time for the double shot, and you know, extra. You have to basically wait extra 2 seconds to start loading your first shell. And after that you can go back in. So finishing off targets which are around 500 hit points is very easily doable over here as well. And the gun handling overall felt quite okay. Honestly speaking, felt quite okay. It has, you know, decent stabilization numbers over here. You can see dispersion, yeah, not the best sniper. Shell velocity was quite bad, 878 with AP, and with APCR it was 1098, which is good, decent. But the standard shell velocity was actually quite bad, to be honest, over here. Top speed, not the fastest tank, 35-15, 13 power to weight ratio, so definitely not the fastest tank on the battlefield, but the armoring, the gun overall, you know, made it feel pretty decent tier 8 premium tank. Not the most devastating, but still, you know, another bloody hull down tank to dig out, to deal with a tiny weak spot. At least it has a little weak spot, right? At least it has a little weak spot right there. So yeah, TS-54, first ever, how should we even call this, guys? Is this first ever pay to rent premium tank? Because we have had rental tanks before, you know, they have been given out some free rental tanks via Twitch drops. There have been free tier 8 premium tank rentals, you know, different ways, like for 10 battles for maybe 2 days or something like that. And also the prime loot packages and some other events as well, where you have been able to get the rental tanks, premium tanks before, but I don't think you have ever had to pay for one. So yeah, this is TS-54 at your service. What do you think about that? What do you think about WoT Plus, ladies and gentlemen? Are you going to buy that? Be brutally honest. I know there are some guys who say they are not going to buy, but they are still going to buy. But I honestly want to hear your opinion, and I am going to share that with the community. Not with the community, but with Wargaming. As I'm going to share the previous video feedback as well, what you guys left under there. What do you think about WoT Plus service or subscription overall? Yay or nay? Is it good for the game? Is it bad for the game? Or if we would modify that, how would you modify that? Because seems like whether we like it or not, it is coming into the game. They want to add a subscription service into the game, which gives them, I guess, stable monthly cash flow. They want to have it. How they're going to do it? There is still time to change it, Wargaming. Listen, there is still time to change it. And I'm asking, how would you modify that if you know, you have a chance, if you would have the power to do that? Well, number one thing we have to look at is it costs real money. There is no other way to get WoT Plus subscription. You have to open your wallet. So number one thing is it shouldn't give you any kind of gameplay advantage over all the other players. So let's go over it. The gold reserve. Well, it doesn't give you gameplay advantage. You have to play the game to earn that gold per week anyway, to accept it every single week anyway, right? And you would be able to get gold if you simply spend at 8 euros on the gold, and you are going to get that as well, right? It is like a little passive side income. Basically, you are not, this is not going to be their main focus, players' main focus, I believe, who are going to buy that. You are going to get premium tank. Well, we are able to get premium tanks for real money as well. Some are better, way better than the Dector vehicles, whatever. But it cannot be the most broken, the most overpowered premium tank in the game, because this is the only way how you access it, by spending money. It cannot be the most broken thing ever in the game, right? But it is another vehicle, basically, like exclusive tank in the game. Whatever. But what should not come is the free equipment demounting. Because, do you remember, when the bonds were introduced in the game, they said they're never going to sell bonds in World of Tanks. But this is like a little, they found a little loophole how to, well, they're not technically selling it, but players, if they're demounting bot equipments, which usually would be 200 gold per pop, they are able to save thousands upon tens of thousands of golds. Bonds. By demoting them for free. So it is like not selling it, but kind of selling it, if you know what I mean, right? And this should never come. Also, the intensive crew regimen, making your crew better, especially with the new crew system, passively, should not be in this, in my opinion, as well. Free equipment demoting or the extra excluded map, that is very questionable as well. What is your take on all of this, ladies and gentlemen? Please let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm dead in this battle. I have been destroyed after ignoring the low HP guys in front of me and trying to deal as much damage as possible. I still did manage to bounce some shots, but, you know, I'm dead. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in today. I would love to hear your thoughts. I get you next time with something else. Stay beautiful, stay sexy, stay naked. Okay, let's go with that. Take care and bye.